Go, go, go. Tell me, tell me.
For chemistry right now they're doing I think when I was away at some camp they did salt and bases.
Oh, wow. Okay. There was some camp. How many days?
5 days. I mean
Five.
it's for the new year ones.
For
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Try that again. Sorry. For
Okay,
the
so for the new sec ones.
you are the senior, something like that.
Kind of, I
All
guess.
right. So and then you are helping them out from the start of the school.
Yes, kind of.
You're already busy with a 5 day camp
Yeah.
orientation.
Yes,
Okay.
correct.
With that responsibility, and then camp did acid, base, and salt. Okay. Right. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Then.
Then after that, um, uh, after that, yeah, now there are so far nothing much. The practical was recently about soil and bases also. So
Okay. Plus practicals. All right.
yeah,
Okay. So let's say school has been there for 2 weeks. So you miss 1 week of class, and then you
yeah.
have another week
Oh,
lah. Mm-hmm.
oh, and then one more week. The
Mm-hmm.
next week there was a year three white camp.
And you have a responsibility for the year
Wait, sorry,
three.
year four white camp.
And what does that do?
So I think we barely had any lessons last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's for everybody, so that's okay.
Yes.
Okay. So if I'm mistaken, your starting week, let's just call it week two lah, right? Something like that.
Yeah.
And then last week was week three. So in this week two, you kind of missed the acid, base, and salt, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, understand. Okay, but nothing much is going on. Do you know what's the next chapter?
Uh, I can check first. I think it's concentration related things.
Mhm. Just tell me on that, and then if you're okay, we can update AMAth. I'll go to Tristan first. Yeah, Tristan, I can see you. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, there's a double. You just cut off one, please.
Mhm.
Double cut off one
Oh,
audio. Right.
there you go.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
Yeah. So it's a start. Tristan, thank you for coming in, everybody. Updating with Joel first. Do you already have homeworks or anything to do today?
Yes, I already have some math homework.
Right. Are you going to do you have the phone holder ready? Because usually I
Uh,
will do that.
yeah, I do, but like the new Zoom thing is kind of weird, so I don't know how to change the video thing yet to like
You
the
mean
other way.
on your phone, is it?
Yeah.
Let's give it a try first. If it doesn't work, we'll use the very, very old-fashioned taking photo lah. Right?
Okay, okay,
Hopefully I can follow. So you troubleshoot, yeah, it's okay. Right. But after 10 minutes cannot, we'll do something else, right? Let's not
okay.
waste too much time. Okay, Joel, are you back?
Yes.
Okay, what do you think? Is there a clarity on what's next?
I mean, honestly, I'm a bit confused for salt and bases
Yes, you
mainly.
should. And it will be important, yes.
For so far the next chapter I'm doing okay.
You mean you have read the next chapter?
Like when they started a bit.
What is it about? Again, what is it about?
Concentration.
What do you mean? You mean there's a
Yes,
more than concentration?
okay, let me for the next chapter is sorry, it's rate of reaction, not concentration.
Okay. Right. Rate of reaction. Okay, good. Rate of reaction. That one I understand.
So far it's okay.
Right.
Nothing
So
much.
people to
Yeah.
tend to consider rate of reaction as manageable. That means they can
Yeah.
understand. And that's a good thing because then we can either, we can do something else or we can catch up with the rest. Acid base, we do need to catch up. So that's good for now. That's good.
Yeah.
Any
Okay.
WA schedules already?
I think so. Let me pull it up first.
Okay, and do send it to me. That'll be much easier.
Sure.
Okay. Mm, oh, okay, no video yet.
If I'm not wrong, the for chemistry common test is only in term two.
Chemistry common tense only in term two.
Yeah,
Okay.
like week 3 to week 5.
Common test, term two, week 3 to 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Have they decided on the list of topics?
Uh, Not yet, I think. There's no
Mhm.
specifications here.
Understand. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Anything else on chemistry?
No, not really.
Hmm. Okay. Yeah, right. Okay, then how about a math then?
A math right now um is doing I don't really know the name of the this topic, but it's like some formula thing. And then like
Mhm.
wait, let me pull it out.
It's a graph thingy.
Binomial theorem.
Okay, I know. Okay. But tell me what happened from the start first. What the one that you missed?
The one I missed barely had any lessons, but so we were just doing binomial all the way.
Oh, so you missed the
Yeah.
first part. Now you're rejoining something like that.
Yeah. Binomial is still we're almost finished with binomial.
Okay, until now. Understand. What's next? Just checking.
Uh
Mm-hmm.
Let me check.
Kristen, this is a homework. Is this a homework, Kristen?
Yes.
This seems you have a double audio. You disconnect one. Yeah, okay, good.
Okay. So,
Okay. Seem to be working very well, the video, so excellent. Yeah. So take your time, take your time.
no, it's okay. Be fine then.
Hmm. Or you disconnect your laptop, something like that. It's easier.
This should be fine. This, there we go. Okay.
Mhm.
Am I muted? Yes. Okay.
Okay, seems okay. Right. Now, if this is your homework, this seems to be still secondary one lah. Do you think that's correct?
No.
This,
No, not at all.
oh wow. Can you do this? Just checking.
I can try. It's just a bit more confusing now since it's like
And
the things.
do you need hint from the start?
No, not really. You can try
Okay,
first.
I will follow. Wonderful. Okay. Back to you, Joel.
The next chapter is further trigo identities.
I see, I see. Okay. Let me confirm that you did some identities last year.
Yes.
Okay. Do you still remember that I taught everybody to memorize the identities?
Uh Wait, sorry, can you repeat?
No, never mind. I'll show you later. No, it's okay. It's okay. What do you think about binomial so far?
It's pretty doable, but it's a bit challenging towards like I'm still trying to understand the specific, like find the name, the finding a specific term.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
yeah, so far it's okay. Like I can use the formula. Most
Yeah.
questions are doable.
Finding the
Yeah,
specific term is a very during exam, yeah, not by me not now, but during exam is considered a basic skill. That's just what they want, something like that.
yeah.
Okay, understand. Finding terms. Okay. Anything else you want to update me on Chem and AMAT?
For Chem and EMF, there's nothing else.
Any WA1 or AMAT?
It's term two also.
Okay. And any changes on the teacher or your environment?
Environment still around the same.
Mm-hmm.
Teachers, I think they are permanent, and some of them are slightly better, I think.
Okay. Right now, would you give your rating for your chem class?
Condition wise is about like 10 being the best is about 6.5.
Okay. Okay, great. And then the
For
teaching itself or whatever.
yeah, teaching is about 7 maybe.
7 is an improvement
Yeah,
for chem.
yes.
Interesting. Anything else?
For AMF, um, the condition is also about 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. The teaching is about 7.5.
This is great improvement.
Yeah.
Because ratings are subjective, lah. So you do lah, right? And I'm
Yeah.
glad the improvement, but 7.5 is rather high for most of the time, right? How would you grade the holiday tuition in your
Um,
your own way, lah? So what would that be?
Holiday tuition was about like 8.59.
So high. Oh, really? Okay, I understand. I understand. Right. Okay. So I understand your subjectiveness, lah. Oh, like that, like that. Okay, I understand. Okay, good. Good. Now, whatever tuition right now, right now it's not holiday tuition. Right now it's more like a day-to-day tuition. It's very different from holiday tuition. You have experienced both. When
Yeah.
the day-to-day, week-to-week tuition is only matching your class condition, okay, only matching. You shouldn't be satisfied with that. Just say, yeah.
Mm.
Tuition should be better in certain way or whatever. And of course, it should also be helping you with school, not just catching up. Those are the standards you want to hold for the tuition. It's not I'm holding it for you. You should be holding it like that.
Yeah.
If not, you're
Mm.
losing the benefit or something like that. Make sense, yeah?
Yeah.
And that's why I was thinking, okay, something like that. So that would be also a subjective feeling, but it doesn't matter. You should bring it up, right? Whatever that is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Now, do you want to discuss homeworks or shall we revise or what for today?
Maybe for chemistry you can go through base first. Then after essay and base, um, then I can finish up my math homework binomial.
Binomial. That would be good. That means we are discussing the hardest question, right?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. So give me 2 minutes. We'll start acid and base, yeah? Okay. Tristan, are you stuck? Just checking. Okay. What happened?
No.
Okay. 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 Now I can see. All right. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm just sure. Good. Nice. Great. Good. Yeah. That's hmm, okay. Ask you to stop there for a while, Tristan. The 5x minus 18 equals to 180 minus 45. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, why is it minus 45?
Wait.
Why is it minus? And for that
Mm,
matter, why is 3x minus y equals to 45 also? Well, no,
because
no,
this
that
one
one
is
that one I
okay.
understand. So sorry, I'm sorry, that one I understand. But oh,
Uh,
now please
uh,
understand that it's not 3x minus 22 equals to 45, right? It's not. It's yeah. Are you sure you want minus 45 of that? Oh, wait.
uh,
Uh, mm, no, 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 no. 3x minus y is not the total of both angles, right? It's not.
yeah,
It's not.
think.
So you probably cannot do that. The rest are fine, but that one is a fatal mistake. You cannot use that. right?
Hmm.
I don't think you can, yeah, no, 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 no.
Uh,
Maybe get another piece of paper, or I don't know, you might have to. Don't correct things first, okay? Don't correct things first. It's a waste of time. Okay, there might be a chance that you are just correct somehow. Maybe just do another piece of paper. When you're done, then you correction tape or anything. Can?
okay.
Okay. Now think about what you can do. Right. Okay. Joel, back to you. Now, since your ABS, acid, base, and salt is already discussed, I will try to revise, not following your notes. You, however, might want to refer to them lah. I'll be
Oh, sure.
testing and jumping around. Okay. I'll be testing.
Sure, sure.
Okay. Now, the
Mm.
purpose of learning acid and base chapter is to know who is acid immediately, who is acid,
Okay.
who is base, and well, salt is later. What is the main function of knowing who is acid and who is base? By identification, lah, by looking at, oh, you are acid or you are base. Simple, because they will react. That's all. So
Mm.
you are predicting a reaction, or rather, you're making a reaction feel familiar. That is a great advantage, because in exam, they will throw at you new reactions. Okay, if you're comfortable with those things, that's fine. But you sometimes feel uncomfortable knowing that simply, oh, I see an acid there. I see a base there. Of course lah, even though they look new. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the reaction should produce a salt plus plus. So like you have
Wait,
a
what
more
do you mean plus
complete knowledge.
plus?
Acid and base, when reacting, will certainly produce a salt, I suppose. Okay, that one is clear, correct?
Yeah.
But it doesn't just produce salt. It can produce water, H2O. It can also produce hydrogen gas, right? Or it may produce something else, or it may produce another salt. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, maybe there is something else. So you got to be comfortable with that also, because it's kind of predictable what they will produce. Some people memorize, but some people, hopefully you, can just see, it's going to be salt plus something. If cannot, then a bit of memorization is required. So
Okay,
one more
so
time.
what is the plus plus? Like, is there a fixed possibility or no?
Certain things are fully fixed, certain things. So that helps. Now I'm going to give you some examples, and I'm going to give you an example that might feel, what's going on here, right?
Okay.
But the two main things will be salt and water, salt and H2. Those are the two main things. Knowing which one is which, whether memorization lah or whatever, will be beneficial to you mentally.
Oh,
Something
okay.
like that. Something like that. As far as I can tell, that's the point. That's the point of learning this chapter. Then everything else becomes easy.
Oh.
Okay? In science and math, Tristan and Joel, in science and math, we learn what never changes. The principles, the law, whatever. What never changes
Mm.
when the question changes. Right? The question always change. There are 1 million variations of the question. They throw at you new things. We don't care, so to speak. We care
Yeah.
about what never changes. I'm telling you what never changes in accident-based situation. Something like that. Okay?
Mm.
That is what I mean by, that's why you are learning this chapter. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? That's the theory lah. So we'll see what happens. Right? Tristan, show me a little bit more. I cannot see. You're working. Interesting. Okay. Notice that you can call this a second reaction.
Wait, so the salt plus something.
Oh, no. Sorry. I mean, what am I talking about? Sorry, it's Tristan. Tristan, notice that you can call this a second equation, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You want to,
Yeah.
a second
Yeah.
equation, and remember simultaneous? Remember?
Hold on, let me get the paper.
Yeah. First equation, second equation, kind of thing, right? Hopefully you're
Yeah.
correct, but it looks like you're getting a second one. Okay, back to you, Joel. Right. So
Yeah.
the point is, who is acid and who is base? Okay. Out of your own memory. So now let me show you further. That one first. Can you already list down the acids that you're supposed to know?
Out of my own memory.
Yeah. And the chemical formula, first, I don't care about the English name. It's not important.
H2SO4.
Cool. Okay, right down here. Okay, what else?
HCl.
Okay, cool. That's great.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay, give you a few more, and the point is to notice pattern. Okay, HNO3. Not a big surprise there, right? Okay.
Yeah.
H2CO3. Okay, can't say a very big surprise. H3PO4, just an example. Okay. Then
Yes.
H3COOH, and then star this guy, and then star this guy. So far, so good. Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, the point of an acid, at least in your level, is as simple as this. An acid will always be aqueous. Whether you memorize this or what, please know this. It's always aqueous in your level, an acid.
Oh, okay.
Okay? It cannot be solid. It is very dissolvable, no matter what the acid is, kind of like something like that. And when dissolved, it always gives you H plus.
Oh, okay.
That is just your basic knowledge, which means you have to have it. You have to have it. Is this okay
Oh.
first?
Um,
If you want to write this down, write this down. These are the essentials, like the things that never change.
okay. Wait, what's the first one? HCUO.
HNO,
Sorry.
HNO3. I'm sorry, that's HNO3.
Oh, okay.
They call it nitric acid. Uh, Tristan, I want you to take your calculator. Do you know
Mm-hmm.
that you can solve simultaneous equation
Oh
using
yeah, I know. I know how to do this.
do
My
that
friend taught me.
first to give you a moral benefit because the equation looks bad.
Yeah.
If the equation looks bad, don't force it. You're wasting time and morale. Check first. Oh, it's good. Okay, great. Then continue. If not, find mistake.
Wait,
Okay.
sorry, may I take my laptop and
Of
transfer
course.
the meeting to my laptop? I'm on my iPad right now. Yeah.
Go.
Okay, sorry.
No problem.
Mm.
You know? Doing this in exam is absolutely advantageous, Tristan. So please
Uh,
consider doing this in every of your practice. Really, really. It's not something you practice near exam. It's just something beneficial all around.
okay. So later. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's not bad, huh, the result?
Yeah, not
When
bad.
okay. Then maybe your equation is correct. Then you're happy, right? Then you're happy.
Okay.
Now, the way you solve it is of course different from the calculator, but it gives you a morale boost. Don't you
Yeah,
feel it right now? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Then try your best. Try your best to then get it lah. Okay. Try your best.
yeah.
Good.
Once I have X, this should be easy.
No, you cannot put your X in. Wait, your calculator can never be part of your working. Cannot,
Oh,
right? Cannot. But you have an answer key. Take it that way.
yeah.
Okay. And that is still a big morale boost, right? Okay. So you
So,
continue using your method. If you are stuck in your method, then we can correct it. No problem.
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay. So Joel, you're still writing using your iPad, correct?
I finished writing.
Okay. Let me confirm that your iPad is working just nicely.
Yes.
You like your iPad? The iPad's been great.
Yep.
Have you bought your good notes, I guess?
Yes.
Okay, good note 6, no regrets there.
No, no.
Okay. Your school doesn't implement, things like, hey, this is the school's iPad, you're restricted, blah, blah, blah. None of that.
No.
Okay. Other people who are from, school's iPad are having trouble right now.
Oh.
It's very troublesome up to the point that why do we use iPad, right? So hopefully that improves. You're good. Continue. Now,
Mm,
remember what I'm saying. Whatever not changing is, you see this guy, you know it's an acid, right?
yeah. Wait, but
Yes, go ahead.
oh sorry, but what was the trend?
The trend is everybody releases H plus.
Oh, like
Everybody is aqueous. Everybody releases H plus. Everybody.
Mm.
You write that down. And this happens whether there's a reaction or not. Some people seems to think this happens because of the reaction. No, 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 it's just happening.
oh okay.
It's just that, okay. Oh, Tristan, you are correct. Wait,
Yeah,
no,
but
no.
the working part is
Slightly,
a bit weird.
yeah, it's just something off, right? Something off. You should be getting 1.6. Something a bit off. Check it out. Why not?
Alright, done.
Hmm. No? So in your mind, this is happening. This is not a reaction, okay? This is oh, I am dissolving. So immediately predict what happened to HCl aqueous.
HCl equals becomes Cl plus H plus.
You must say Cl minus.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now H2SO4.
Uh, H2 and then SO4
This will be totally wrong. 2H plus.
Oh,
Remember, the trend is to release H plus. Always, 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 always.
can.
Okay, minus. Okay, so now you're getting it. There's a star over here, so we're gonna ignore that. H3PO4.
3H plus PO4 3 minus.
Something like that. Okay. Now this one is okay. So what does this guy do?
Uh, CH3 COO minus and then
Okay.
H.
Something like that. Okay. You can easily see the trend.
Hmm.
Okay. This guy is special, H2CO3. We'll talk about it very soon. Any questions so far?
So far no.
Okay. The main benefit of recognizing what an acid is and what acid do is that you know certain things are just not acid, so it doesn't bother you.
Okay.
Okay. Now there are one more that so there's this star and then there's another thing here. So we'll talk about it later. Now base. So applies the same thing, okay? Base, we still need to know who are the bases. You still need to know that. Okay.
Oh,
So that you feel that, oh yeah, this guy is a base. Wait, if a question have a base, maybe a question will introduce an acid, right? Maybe.
hmm. Yeah.
And therefore I go and look for it. Okay. Not finding the mistake isn't interesting.
A little bit.
Okay. If this is exam, would you prefer to come back later?
Maybe. But
Okay.
like there's only one question of the homework, so
Oh, there's only this.
this.
Okay, maybe you do something else lah, as an extra practice, then come back. What do you think?
Mm, let me try and finish this first. If I
No
can't
problem.
like do
No
this one, then
problem.
I'll
Do,
just
do,
move.
do. You do it. You do it. That's good. Good. Okay. Now, okay, might as well just mention the oxide. Now, non-metal oxides are acidic, almost always.
So non-metal oxides are acids.
Almost always acidic. They call it acidic to acknowledge the fact that it is a weak acid. They are very weak. But weak or not, they will still react with base law. Simple, right?
Yeah.
Okay. We are not discussing the fact that acids are dangerous to our skin. Okay. They are, but we are not discussing about it at all in syllabus. Don't know why. We're discussing the fact that acids, if present, weak or not, will react with base. Something like that. That's simple. Okay. Okay.
Mm.
So non-metal oxides are, well, acidic. What they mean is a weak acid lah. What they mean is that.
Yeah.
Give me an example.
Uh, wait, no.
Yeah, yeah. NO.
NOH.
NO2, maybe NO2
Oh,
gas. NO2 gas, something like that. okay, or
Oh,
CO2 gas. And most non-metal oxides are gas, I suppose, most of them.
wait,
Okay.
so non-metal oxides are acids, but they are gas.
Yeah, which contributes to it even more weak, it is even weaker. So
Oh,
almost
wait,
always
then, sorry, then the all the other acids in the front, are they all strong acids?
they
Because they're
are
both.
now this one, there's one weak one they introduced to you. There's one weak
Oh,
one. Okay. The star here special, we haven't talked about it, but the weak one is weak as an introduction. You do have to remember that.
okay.
Okay.
Wait, then let's say like NO2, right?
Yeah.
Just now example, where's the H? Like there's no H to release.
Interesting. That's it. That's what confuses people about oxides. Hey, where's the H? Okay. Now, good news and bad news, something like this. They will almost never give you or ask you the reactions of the non-metal oxides with base. They want you to know it qualitatively, meaning you don't quantify, meaning you don't give reaction, you don't discuss reaction.
So you
Because
just
the
explain it.
reaction is more complicated. You are
Oh,
less likely able to predict it, you are less likely to understand it even. Make sense?
yeah.
There'll be one which is given and I will show you. Okay, people don't recognize it as acid and base. So it is true that it is more complicated in real life, but your level, we stick to acid always gives off H pluses, acid always equals. But there's non-metal oxide just telling you, okay, reality. Okay.
Mm.
Qualitatively means they want you to know if or spot if there's an experiment or a gas collection. You're getting it. Congratulations, Tristan. Wonderful. Okay, at this point, then you want to correction tape law only at this point.
Yeah.
Okay. Imagine if you correction tape just now and you make another mistake, very frustrating, correct?
Yeah.
Good for you. After you finish, let's talk about what to do. Now, Joel, they want you to spot, okay, but it's an acidic gas, okay, so be careful when collecting it or know that it will react to a blue wet litmus paper. That's qualitative. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, so they still want you to spot it is an acid, even though it is weird for you. Clear, yeah? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So the exceptions of non-metal oxides being acidic are, there are three exceptions, and they are, do you know? You memorize this.
No, not really.
O, CO, H2O. And these exceptions are neutral, meaning they are not acidic. You
Okay.
do need to memorize this. These three gases or H2O is water. Obviously, they are neutral. They are not acidic. That's it.
Wait, can you help write it down? Or I'm not seeing it.
Oh, you're not seeing it for some reason. Can you see it now? It's not down.
H2O, H2,
No, and NOCOH2O.
O at the bottom. Okay.
And
Please.
OCOH2O.
Okay.
This should, I know this is present in your notes. I think I've seen it for last year.
Okay. Exceptions are NOCO and H2O.
Mhm. All that is written here, you should be able to spot and understand.
Okay, can.
Okay. Now bases.
So
Surprisingly,
the
base.
wait, sorry.
Yes,
The exceptions are neutral, correct?
yes, they are not acidic.
Can.
Surprisingly, the base lists are even easier, but people don't seem to get it. Now, you don't be like that. You get it, okay?
Yeah, okay.
M means metals lah, metals are bases lah, finish lah, right?
Mm.
Right. MOX, meaning metal oxides. Okay, basic, almost always.
Oh,
Guess what happened? Exceptions, three exceptions. The ZAP, zinc oxide, aluminum oxide, lead oxide. They are amphoterics. This is present in your notes card. Are you okay?
yes, I'm just copying it first.
Good.
Basic.
Kristen. Yeah, Kristen.
Oh, almost always.
Mhm.
And exceptions.
That's it. Those are the bases.
Z, A, and P.
Okay, so
Uh,
Kristen, what do you nothing that you have done your homework, everything you're done, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let me get some updates from Tristan first here, Joel. Yeah.
sure.
Okay, you now consult your notes and you ask the information that you don't understand. We are almost done with the basic revision. Okay, you just consult your notes first. Okay, okay, Tristan. Um, Updates, yeah? Oh, you still want to continue?
I'm almost done. But like,
Maybe you update me first a bit, yeah? Help me out, yeah? Is the teacher new?
no, the same teacher, but we have two now, so they take turns.
How does that work for you?
Uh, Usually it's slightly better lah. If one teacher cannot, then the other teacher will help.
Okay. Give me your feeling, your grades, your rate lah of them of the class, right?
So far the class is still the same. There's still the noisy, chatty one, so that's
Mm-hmm.
the one of the downsides. But
Mm-hmm.
otherwise, the teachers are actually okay, not too bad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Give me your, grades lah.
Uh, Whenever the class is chatty, the teacher can quiet us down, which is good, and
Great.
stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Both can do that.
Um, hmm? Sorry.
Both can do that.
Uh, yeah, but no, actually, one can do that. Only
Okay.
one,
Which one? Which one?
which is the old one, the older one.
Okay. Okay. Give me some rating on his class.
On a scale of 1 to 10, maybe about a 6 to 7, around there. It's pretty good.
3.5 out of 10. Okay. The new one?
The
Old.
the new one is around the same, around the same.
Okay.
Maybe slightly better.
But the new one cannot quieten down the class, something like that.
Yeah, the newer teacher isn't used to us, so because the old teacher
Mm,
knows us and she knows how to like quiet us down and stuff.
understand what you're saying. Okay. So experience matters. Right. Anything else on the teachers and the class?
No, not really. Not
Okay.
nothing much.
What's happening in math besides simultaneous equation?
So far we're still here, but we already did like a graph thing,
Hmm.
the linear graphs, but using like a lot of more algebra and stuff like this.
The two lines.
Yeah, the two lines thing.
Okay, good. This is just a continuation of the simultaneous method. Understand?
Yeah,
Anything
yeah.
else?
No, not really.
Everything seems to be business as usual for you.
Yeah, but it's slightly harder to understand now because it's like all more this and all this kind of stuff.
Correct. But your skills, your practices of algebra from last year is really, really carrying you right now.
Yeah, that's the only thing that can help me right now.
Correct. Imagine if you're just not strong. You were strong, okay? You were careless, but you are strong.
Mm-hmm.
Let's focus on the strong part, lah, right? And that's really helping you right now. The calculator
Yeah.
is also helping you with the careless part. Must
Mm,
treasure your
yeah.
calculator, must make it your friend, must let him help you.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, good. Now, anything else you want to update?
No, not really. There
WA1?
really isn't much. I mean, this year I'm going for the SMO thing again.
What is
So
that? Sorry.
like it's a math Olympiad, or they don't call it that anymore.
Math Olympiad. And then, so what's going on there?
So because I did it last year, right, and I heard you can minus one off O level or something like that. So I'm just going
Okay.
again. Maybe I can try in the this year's competition.
Sure. Ask me anything lah, right? If you want
Yeah.
when they give you the practices, right? Okay,
Okay,
good.
okay.
Anything else?
No, not really.
WA1?
Sorry.
WA1 schedule? WA1?
WA1 should be in about either term week 6 or week 7. Either one of those.
And the topic will be this thing. Anything else?
Uh, we haven't known. The teacher hasn't told much about WA besides like the time and date. So
Mhm.
just the time.
So what is
We
the
don't really
topic
know much.
after the graph thingy? What's the topic?
Uh, After the graphing and this one, not so sure.
Mm-hmm. Would you like to
Um,
talk about the graph today or like to talk about the next topic?
I think maybe talk about the next topic.
Okay, you take a look, yeah? I'll go to Joel first.
Okay.
Okay, Joel, have you seen your notes? Do you have any questions?
uh, wait, I think just now you were saying something like metal oxides, then below that is metal.
Metal hydroxides lah.
Okay.
The N is to indicate that, the numbers can change, like, 1, 2, or 3, right?
Hmm.
Okay. MOX is the same thing. MOX, the numbers will change. But the list of bases that you need to know are just like that.
Oh,
Metal oxide, metal hydroxide, that's it.
wait, it's more. Wait, sorry. All of metal oxides.
All of
Wait,
metal
no,
oxide.
more of
Mhm.
metal. All of metal
All
hydroxide.
metals are bases. All metal oxides are basic, so base lah, base, except for these three, which can change depending on what they
Okay.
encounter, right? Amphoteric.
So with all metals, metal hydroxide and metal oxide.
Oxide are bases. Then finish.
Oh, okay.
It's not that complicated, is it? Something like that.
Yeah.
But you have to get used to it. Like, oh, these guys are base, blah, blah, whatever. You do that in the questions. Lah. Okay. Now, this is one of the things that shall never change when after your learning chapter, you're expected to, why do I have to tell you this is a base? You're supposed to know yourself, something like that, something to that effect. Okay. Now, don't forget NH3. For some strange reason, NH3 is a basic gas. Very weird. NH4OH is also basic owing to the NaOH. Okay.
Wait, sorry, can you scroll down? It's a bit.
Oh dear. Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So there's one weird one, NH3 gas and NH4OH. Supposedly this is weird, like it doesn't fit the pattern.
Uh, okay, is there any other trends? Let's say, it has to be like a solid or aqueous or gas.
No. The forms of the bases are in general, it can be solid, it can be aqueous, and that knowledge is based on solubility knowledge. So that's the not fun part. But the list of the bases are like that. The
Okay.
solubility affects the reaction very much, and that's the later part of the chapter, the part that may make other people uncomfortable. We'll go through that.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So it is easier for the acid. It's always equals something like that. Just easier. Okay.
Yeah.
We will talk about these two things lah. Okay. Are you okay?
Yes.
Tristan, just checking you're okay, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. Wait. Now, these two special things, okay, two special thing requires explanation, Joel, so that you are never confused. Okay.
Can.
These two things is chosen because they are cowards. And this cowardly property or feature is greatly used. It's not a bad thing, but it has they have a special feature lah, being cowards. Meaning to say, these are acid, right? It's an acid, and this is a
Oh,
base,
yes.
lah,
Yes,
right?
please.
But both of them tends to do not want to stay that way. Okay, what that means is that he does something, he decomposes lah, basically. Okay, wonderful, Tristan, yeah, wonderful. He just do it. Now, you keep writing this actually in the reactions they introduce to you. Whenever there's a H2CO3 form, you will immediately memorize, maybe without understanding, that they simply break down to water and CO2 gas. And then
Wait,
this
they decompose themselves without any reaction.
without any external drive lah. He just refused to stay acidic. He just becomes CO2 is an acidic gas lah. fair, but the gas escapes, lor. So no more, lor. That's why
Oh,
they. It's not that he's refusing to exist. He's refusing to stay there. I'm not gonna participate in life. Something like that, lah. Something like that.
I see. Okay.
Bye. Bye. Same thing with this guy. You will when you in your reactions that they ask you to memorize, unknowingly, you're actually writing NH4OH, and then immediately the same thing happens. See, this one is a gas also, and also it will escape.
Mm,
Same thing. This is supposed to be aqueous. You're supposed to stay in the solution after the reaction. Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So, but this is used to great effect. This is actually a good thing for reaction purposes, right? But it's fair to call them cowards. Okay. Just just assume that none of the other acids and none of the other base can do this. Only these two, and they are extensively used in the exams and whatever. Okay.
Oh, wait. So how are they used?
Okay. So first of all, you don't use them as a starting region, not a starting region, because you cannot even start region. They just refuse, right? They just refuse to be themselves. You know, they're not a starting region. Okay.
Mm.
Understand? So they are intentional design lah. So I intentionally want them to be part of my intentional intentional product. Okay, which separates themselves, which decompose, right, and separates themselves. Separate from who? From the other product. Now they like that. The other
Oh,
product stays, in, and this product disappears. Everybody's happy. Everybody's happy. You don't have to do separation. Okay, it's an
oh,
auto separation thing. Great, great. They like it very much.
okay.
Understand? Then you look at your reactions. Okay, I guarantee you there's a reaction called something like this: acid plus carbonates. Now the carbonates are referring to this guy like that. Okay, not that guy. I'm sorry. The carbonates are referring to that guy. Now, acid plus carbonate will definitely equal to salt plus H2O plus CO2. You find that reaction first in your note.
Oh, okay. Give me a sec. Wait, so the acid plus carbonate is the CO2. Wait.
No, carbonates are, for example,
H2CO3, is it?
no. H2CO3 is not the carbonate. Remember, you cannot use the H2CO3 as a starting product, a starting region. Cannot.
Oh,
Okay, carbonate means salt, carbonate salt. So you're already starting with a salt, which is carbonate.
oh.
Okay. So give me an example of acid, please.
Acid H2SO4.
Good. Plus a carbonate salt, which means, remember, a salt is always a positive and a negative. Remember that. Simple.
Oh,
So
okay.
the negative is your CO3 2 minus lah, your carbonates lah. Then you
Oh,
just type in any positives lah. Give me a positive.
Na2.
Okay, so Na2CO3. Ah, you have a carbonate. Sure thing. Okay, great. That's not your H2CO3, right? That's not. Look, what
Yeah.
will happen? Look, H2CO4 automatically dissolve no matter what, which becomes like that, right? This is automatic, doesn't matter what you do. It's not
Mm,
because of the reaction. NO2, N2, Na2CO3 also does that. 2Na plus and CO3 2 minus, correct?
yeah.
Now, once you do that, you cross them, right? You cross them because they are now free to meet with each other. So his
Wait, can you scroll
negative
down
will
a
meet
bit?
to this
Sorry.
positive, right?
Wait, sorry, can you
Um,
scroll down a bit?
Very good. Okay. Tristan, you're reading the new one, am I correct?
Yeah, this is chapter 2, which is the new stuff.
Very likely this is in your WA1. We're guessing lah.
Maybe, most
Right?
likely, most likely.
Okay. Read through. It's not complicated. It's nice to get a head start as per usual.
Okay.
Okay. I'm making it a bit smaller like that. Would that be okay, Joel?
Oh, yes, just now I couldn't really see it.
Correct, correct. It's always like that. Now I am crossing the, one guy's negative with the other guy's positive because they are free floating around, correct?
Yeah.
Now, I'm not interested in the blue meeting the blue. I'm interested in the, this green meetup lah. What
Mm.
does this green meetup produce?
The green meetup. Oh,
Produces
H2CO3.
an intentional product which breaks down into,
Which breaks down into H2O and CO2.
which
Yeah.
is what your notes are trying to communicate, leaving the blue product to himself.
Oh.
They like that a lot. This is the salt.
Oh.
You call this salt making. You're making a salt which, hallelujah, we do not need to purify. I'm done. Happy. Yeah, something like that.
Mm.
Okay, so acid plus carbonate is the simple example of using the cowardly property.
Okay.
This never changes. They like this a lot. It's very practical in the lab, and it's also a very common thing to just apply in exam.
Oh, I see.
Note that, write whatever you want, ask whatever you want, then we continue.
Okay. Okay, I think I understand. Yeah. Nice.
So you're already noting a reaction as based on the purpose of the reaction or rather the intention of the reaction. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, good for you. This is already salt making. You need many reactions to make salts, okay, because the salts are complicated, but this is one of them.
Mm.
Now, how do you use the cowardly base? Okay? Now, you would notice that this is acid plus salt. Now, acid plus salt is just generally not what we do except for carbonates.
Oh, okay.
Okay? Why would you react acid and salt? They don't react. Acid only reacts with,
A base.
that's it, vice versa. Why would you react acid with salt? Oh, because it's a carbonate salt, which has this cowardly property we're trying to exploit. Okay?
Mm. Yeah.
So it goes the same with, well, what I'm going to write down next, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to write something which doesn't seem to make sense. Now, why would I react, a base? Tristan, okay?
Yeah.
A carbonate.
Not carbonates. I'm trying to exploit the, the intentional product I am aiming for is this one, right?
Yeah.
So actually it's not a base, it will be a MOH lah. I need to product the OH, right? My
Oh.
MOH. Okay,
Mm.
so
Yeah.
not just any base. I don't think the metal will work. I don't think the metal oxide is a good idea. Metal hydroxides are in general a good. I need to provide the OH. And then I need to provide some ammonium salt. What is this
The base
weird name?
plus ammonium.
Ammonium salt lah, which is a salt, which means it's NH4 something something. This is the plus and this is the minus, whatever lah. So insert your minus, please.
Wait, sorry.
So one more time, your ammonium refers to the NH4 plus,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
Which if it's a salt, then it is another negative ion. And what would that be?
OH.
No, no, no. That's not ammonium salt. That's ammonium hydroxide, which is a base.
Oh, wait, can it be like
Any negative ions.
Cl?
Sure, sure. No problem. So this is ammonium chloride, lah, right?
Yeah.
Which is a salt, which is an ammonium salt because of the focus we're putting on ammonium. It's special. It's cowardly. Later, later, later. This is not your ammonium hydroxide. You don't start with the ammonium hydroxide. You were trying to start with it. Doesn't work,
Oh, I see.
right? You're trying to make it as the product, which will break down, blah, blah, blah. Same thing, correct?
Yeah.
Now, metal hydroxide, give us example of a metal.
Uh, a metal silver. Wait. No, just sodium.
Okay, sodium hydroxide is just easier because it's aqueous.
Yeah.
Okay, that will be one. Huh? Now, Tristan, what you're reading is fine, but if you want to continue, that's fine. All that this is trying to say is dollar works. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Dollar works in inequalities. So the dollar you are you like in equations will also work in inequalities. That's all. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Feel free to try, but we can go to practices, no problems. Okay, now
I'll try doing this first. Then I'll
no
go to the
problem.
practice.
No problem. So why ever will we want to do this, right? Okay, what will be the result? First, remember, you
You
know
will
the
get
breakdown, right? So
NaCl
will
and
meet, right? And then this will meet lah, correct?
yeah.
So NaCl and then plus,
And then plus NH4OH.
which you actually do not write it as an equate, but you need to write down as
The you just write it down as the NH3H2.
yes, which escapes, plus the H2O, which nobody complains. And then this is left alone.
I see.
This is
Wait,
also a salt making.
oh wait, then can if I write it down as like if I don't skip that step and write
Mhm.
NH4OH, will I get penalized?
Yes, you have to write down the final thing, NH3 plus H2O, because it's not a
Oh,
final answer.
I see. Okay.
Can you rewrite them below? Better than nothing, but I will tend to simply do this in exam if I need to help myself think.
Yeah.
Because the first one is just more natural, but the second one is the final one. So I write down the first one and then I just scratch, write down the final result, and nobody will complain, like seriously.
Yeah. Okay.
That works very well to facilitate our thinking in exam.
Mm, can.
Oh, Tristan, I mean practices from your, but yeah, you can do this simple one question 2 and 3, I guess. That's fine.
Okay.
No, no problem. Okay. Joel, when you're done, tell me.
I'm done copying. Yes.
Right. Now, the cowardly guys being, used very well is a very big part in exam. I'm confused that they don't just explain it properly. There are more details, but right now it's enough. Enough.
Okay.
Okay. Your notes will cover this up to this point. Right. Okay. You sure? You okay?
Yeah. Can.
Okay. Then the next one, the next part that you should be confused is what you call the solubility, which seems like a lot of memorization. And then the salt making, which also seems like a lot of memorization. Now, if
Okay.
you can memorize and you're strong in memorizing, you just treat it that way and you'll be fine. But salt making is a 4 marks paper 2 question at least, and they like to ask that, as one question, one standard question. And then they also mix up MCQs. If
Oh,
you're not comfortable with memorizing, we try to understand them. It's not that bad, I suppose. But only if we have time. Do we have time? You have half an hour. Now,
that's
do you want to break and switch? You want to break and continue? What is it?
uh. Let's continue.
Okay. Now, look at your solubility table first. The note should provide. If you don't know which one, red alert.
Is it reactivity series?
No, the question is after this.
It's after.
So it's not usually part of this chapter, nor is it important in this chapter.
Oh, Uh. Yeah. Okay.
Try to find something like that in your note. If you cannot find it, again, tell me. Spend some time.
Oh, here it talks about pH.
Your school, yeah, not surprising. Do you want to talk about pH?
Is there something I need to know a lot about pH?
They only give you a formula, right?
I think yeah, if I remember correctly, there's a formula.
I don't think they can ask you for more than that until I am hesitant because I think they can only give you so little of the pH. It probably won't matter much and your note will be enough.
Okay,
Okay.
can.
I think that will be true. Yeah, I think.
Wait, I'm at. Oh yes, I find it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Solubility of salts.
Yeah. And is this like new to you? You look at it, you're supposed to memorize this, blah, blah, blah.
I mean, there's completely no annotation, so I'm assuming that I haven't gone through it.
Basically, maybe you missed it. Like.
Or actually, I think this is taught this year. Maybe.
This
Is it?
is, I'm sorry, this is what?
This is taught this year. Yeah.
Which is you missed it in week one, something like that, lah,
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah. Correct.
I'll tell you the purpose, then memorizing will be, I guess, more motivating, lah, I guess,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
Tristan, you okay?
Uh, this gets a bit confusing.
The 20.5 is not a prime number, right?
Oh, oh,
Right. How about 19 though?
19 is not.
Oh, snap, snap, snap.
I think.
Think carefully.
Oh, wait, 19, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't put in decimals, and that would be correct. Understand?
Okay.
Okay. Can you do 3A?
3A.
Long division, long. Door divide by 8. That's it,
Oh,
right? Correct or not?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
give it a try. Give it a try. So you're getting used to using door. It is still a very big part. Back to you, Joel. The purpose goes like this. The purpose is currently immediately on the salt making and later on for other reactions. Solubility allows you to predict simply, let's say a salt. This is salt list, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then MOH lah, the metal hydroxides, and then the metal oxides. I told you that the base list is slightly complicated, and there you go. You have to know which one is soluble and which one is not. Now, my point is, why do you need to know? Because that is why they give you the table. They will say that in exam, you're supposed to know because it matters. I'm not sure they even explain why though. Okay?
Yeah.
So again, the salt, the MOH, and the MOX should be in your table. The acids are not in your table. Why? You assume every acid is to be
Soluble.
soluble. So that's nice. How about metals? You assume every metals to be insoluble right now. It's just solid lah. You assume for now. Understand? Okay.
Yeah.
So metals are not in, acids are not in. Now, as salts are in, and metal hydroxide are metal oxide. Now, the purpose of the solubility table is very simple. You given something in exam, is this a solid or is this an aqueous? It is really that simple.
Oh.
You know by yourself from your memory immediately at the start of reading the question. When you start analyzing, this is the first thing that you do. Oh, this guy is solid, this guy is aqueous. It's not at the middle, it's not at the end.
Oh. Okay.
That means it matters a lot for further thinking. And I notice that people don't do that at all, which probably means the teacher are not emphasizing the fact that, yeah, guys, this is something you think about immediately before thinking again. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So get this clear first, yeah. Then why? Now this is a why. Okay, why? Because during salt making, then obviously, right, a salt can be solid and a salt can be aqueous, right?
Yeah.
Making a solid salt and making an aqueous salt are the main difference lah. The main difference in whatever techniques or approaches you're trying to do. Okay. Tristan, would you mind shifting a bit to the left?
Oh.
You flip the sign. Wonderful. Okay, you flip the sign like that. Okay, okay, you're not forgetting to flip. You forgot to flip the sign on B.
B.
Whenever you do door with a negative number division or times, you have to flip the sign. That's the learning just now.
Oh.
Do you understand? Sorry, do you understand that?
Yeah, yeah, because
Okay,
negative
because
number.
then the logic kind of changes. Big becomes small, small become big. That's
Okay,
the
okay.
training here. To me, it's obvious. That's what they're trying to train you here, right? Okay, okay. So back to you, Joel. Now it goes something like this. Whatever you are doing to make a salt, the salt is always the product, correct?
Yes.
You have first guy and you have second guy. Let's say, yeah? Yeah, first
Okay.
kind, second kind. Okay, now, if they ask you, please make a salt. Now, a salt is a positive and a negative. So let me give an example. If they ask you to make sodium chloride, do they have the obligation to tell you that sodium chloride is solid or aqueous?
No.
Not at all. And yet that matters a lot. So tell me sodium chloride is
Uh, soluble.
aqueous. Now, you should know that by experience. You know that table salt are soluble, but according to your table, look at your solubility table. All chlorides are soluble except, correct?
Yeah, most chlorides are soluble except.
Except something, 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 right? Okay, AgPb, something like that, okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Also, you will find the reference to sodium chloride in the SPA table. So all
Wait,
sodiums, potassiums, and ammoniums are soluble also. Correct?
what?
Okay, in your solubility table, some refer to the negative side, the chlorides. Chloride is a negative ion, right? So when you see a salt, you can refer to, oh, this is an NaCl. I can call that a chloride based on the negative side of things.
Uh-huh.
I can also, very good, Tristan. Very good, Tristan. Yeah. I can also call that a sodium salt, right?
Yeah.
Based on the positive side of things. Because I call it sodium chloride, now simple, right? So it's a chloride salt or it's a sodium salt, right? A
Yeah.
sodium is also part of the solubility table. All sodiums, meaning all sodium salts. That's what it means. All sodium salts are soluble. Look at that. It's in
Uh,
your table. I'm not even looking at your table.
wait,
It is in your table.
sodium, potassium, ammonium.
You see.
Wait,
Is
all
that
those like, oh,
That's what it means. And they don't even look, do yourself a courtesy of telling yourself that's the positive side of things and the chloride is the negative side of things. Okay.
okay.
Because a salt can be referred to the negatives or the positive. I agree with your doldo, Tristan, and your doldo doesn't change the sign and it's wonderful. Are you confused?
No.
Okay, good. Just continue the FGH and then you're happy with your first. Joel, tell me when you're done.
Almost done. Give me a sec. Okay, done.
Hmm. Now, you're doing yourself a courtesy of using the solubility table. Some people do not know how to use it, but they use it a lot, then they know lah. But it's fair. Right now, you haven't had the opportunity of experience. I'm telling you how. Okay. Now, another salt. So, you're gonna make sodium chloride. You should know it's aqueous. You're gonna make another guy. So let's say, I don't know, magnesium carbonate. The first thing that you do is
Magnesium carbonate. First thing you do is separate them.
no.
Mg.
Well, except I suppose Mg2 plus CO2 minus. And then to do that, why do you do that? Because you want to identify whether it is soluble or not.
Hmm.
Go ahead.
Then you look at the table. CO carbonates
Wonderful, Tristan.
uh insoluble.
Okay, so it is now solid. Oh, I'm making a solid salt. Okay, an insoluble salt. Oh, I'm making an aqueous salt, a soluble salt. Now, what is the effect of things? Right? Now you know how to use your solubility table.
Yeah.
Memorizing them feels better, lah, so to speak. Now, but
Okay.
the why is coming. The why is coming. The thing is, it is impossible. In your case, lah, in our level case, it's just impossible to separate an aqueous with an aqueous. Because when you mix two things, you also end up with two products, right?
Yeah.
Here's the item number 4. If this is an aqueous, this better be not aqueous.
Oh,
If
so
they
it
are
doesn't.
both soluble, gone already, cannot separate.
Oh.
You're making the salt and you're immediately contaminating it.
Oh.
That's what is, I don't know, it's not explained, but some people naturally understand it. Some people don't.
Wait,
When
so
you,
like
you're saying?
the result cannot be two equal stuff. Like it
Can.
must be like equals and solid or equals and gas.
Aqueous with solid or gas or liquid lah. Then
Oh,
they're all separable. Nice. The gas separate itself, right? The gas separate itself. Nice, right? Auto separate. You know, the cowardly thingy, auto separate.
Yeah. Yeah.
Auto set. The liquid is usually water, which nobody complains. Nobody complains. Water. The solid with aqueous, can't you tell that separating a solid and aqueous are very easy?
Yes.
Okay, great. Now look at the solid side of things, right? Okay. Oh, I have a solid salt I want to make. I'm making it, I'm mixing stuff. Don't put another solid. Don't end up with another solid. It's inseparable. You're trying to separate sugar and salt mixed together. Forget it. Inseparable. It's not like sand and sugar. One is dissolved, one is not. If one is dissolved, then it is aqueous and solid, lah, right?
Yes.
If it is sugar and salt, it's not solid and solid, it's aqueous and aqueous. Die.
Mm.
It's more like this is sand and flour. I don't know. Both are not solid. It's just not gonna be fun. It's just gonna be fun. So
Mm.
don't have a solid, but have an aqueous or gas, auto separate, or liquid water. Same thing. Same thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Good. Now that's the first consideration. And when you look at the methods they ask you to memorize, that is exactly what they're trying to avoid. Because in the real life situation, you do not want to have a separation problem.
Mm.
Okay. Now let's go to the raw material side. Raw material side. So here's your two regions, lah, right? These are the regions. Okay. The region themselves has some limitation and they're all practical also. Yeah. So it would be nice to have the regions, right? Okay, if possible, right? Excess limiting, if
Uh,
possible. If possible. If not, then titration. If not, then titration. Now, this is a very practical consideration. Tell me why.
wait, I'm a bit lost right now.
One more time. This depends on your practical skills. Okay. That means you have done some practicals. And titration is one of the most common practicals. Have you done a, practical titration?
I've done titration like a few times, but
Mhm.
I don't really study or at least I don't remember the reasoning behind.
Okay. Okay. Let me show Tristan something. Tristan, I'm going to show you an important skill. Okay. Give me a minute. Okay. This is to sharpen your door going forward. Now you want Y here, right? Simple, right?
Yeah.
Look, just dollar divided by -3/8. Like really, here's a -3/8. So you divide this by -3/8, and you also divide this by -3/8. Can use calculator to do that.
But where?
Now, please understand, -3/8 Y, right?
Oh, there. Okay.
Divided by -3/8 immediately gives you a Y, right? Immediately. And change the sign also. And
Oh,
then
so
this
this is correct. The sketched
uh
out part.
no, you're timesing them. You're timesing them with -3/8. That doesn't make sense,
Oh.
right?
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
You check it out. You check it out. Don't be hesitant to just simply divide it by a fraction. Works very well. Okay, back to you, Joel.
Yes.
The titration thingy is slow. Goodness me. Right, Joel?
Yes.
I need to set up, I need to make sure everything's accurate. And then I need to record,
Yeah.
record. And then I need to watch it. If not, I overshoot.
Yeah. You gotta be very, very precise.
Correct.
Like one
And if
shot
you're not
down.
precise, your result gone, they're also not happy.
Yeah.
You're not happy, they're not happy.
Yeah.
Titration is slow. I'll call it excruciating when it is your O-level practicals, whatever, your final year practical.
Mm.
So it's slow. That's the one thing that you know. So that means if the lab practical today is titration, your time is gone for titration because they still have to account that you may need time to repeat things if you're wrong,
Mm. Okay.
right? And you do not want to be wrong, so you become slower, which is great. You become careful. So whatever, slow and careful. Now,
Nice.
that means that when you are not doing titration, you're still doing a reaction, am I correct? You're still mixing stuff lah.
Mm.
That means you're not doing a very precise mixing. You're doing excess limiting. One of them will be in excess, one of them will be limiting. Gone, of course. Correct or not?
Yeah, correct.
Excess limiting is a harder thing to do on paper, is a much easier thing to do practically.
Oh, yes, definitely.
There you go. There you go. See, regions should be excess limiting if possible.
Okay, makes sense.
Practical. It won't trouble you on paper. This is practical life. Practical life,
Oh,
you like it. Great, man. Let's go, man.
okay. Yeah.
Understand? So don't favor titration. The question themselves, I can tell you, behind them, the teacher themselves know this one. They set up the lab, they don't necessarily like it when we have to do titration, it's a very precise thing, but of course they teach it. So that reflects in the exam question as well. If you just choose titration willy-nilly, they actually mark you wrong because you do not know a better way, a practical way.
Oh, I see.
Clear, yeah? So far, so good, yeah?
Yeah.
Now, you need some skills to use excess limiting, to be fair. Now, because titration has one particular advantage, you feel free to check the answer key, Tristan. Yeah? Feel free, yeah? Joel, titration has one advantage going on for him, which is why to say we sometimes use titration. Okay, it leaves no raw material, no more region.
Oh, yeah.
Now, no more regions are very important in the case of contamination. And when we are making a salt, yes, we have to consider the contamination.
Mm.
So excess limiting is very great. No need to think. Wait. Sorry. Must think a little bit lah. Contamination problem. Titration is super slow, but you don't have to think about the contamination problem.
Due to the raw material. I
Being
mean,
gone. Both gone, man. Precisely both gone. I guess at least that's the ideal lah. It's like,
due to using up both.
correct. You're being precise for that purpose. There is no other purpose to being precise. Being
Oh,
precise is difficult. So you're aiming for non-contamination, so to speak.
yeah, understand.
Clear, yeah? So excess limiting has a leftover lah, yeah, has a leftover situation lah, leftover problem. So the leftover problem, which is the excess limiting problem, right? Leftover problem, very easily to analyze the leftover problem. The analysis is exactly like the product situation. Leftover.
Mm.
When you have a leftover, make sure it's not S with S or aqueous with aqueous. That's it.
I think so. Yeah.
So when you're making an aqueous situation, you will most likely be mixing a solid and aqueous. That's normal. That's normal. Make sure this is gone and make sure this is a leftover lah. Understand?
Yeah.
Okay. The other way lah, the other way. It is still very likely that you're missing solid aqueous because why? Because it's such a convenient thing in practice. In theory, you just mix aqueous and aqueous. You don't think too much. But in salt making question, suddenly it's practical. Suddenly, you should be trying for solid and aqueous and excess and limiting because it's so great. If you're trying to make a solid, make sure the solid raw material is gone and this is left over. Same thing.
Okay.
Make sense? Now, that is totally implied in the memorization that you're trying to do. Now, look at your salt making notes for a while and just check out whether what I am saying now starts to make sense. Don't force it if you don't understand.
Mm. Uh, yeah. Okay, makes sense.
Right. Tristan, is it going well?
Yeah.
You good? Good. You're doing all the right stuff. If you don't want to skip, I'm totally fine. You're practicing the basic feeling. I like it.
Okay.
Now, so you already have two considerations, right? These two are the main one, access limiting if possible, if not titration. You will see for yourself later how this works out. And then leftovers should be analyzed. That's all. Okay? Can Joel?
Yes, can.
Okay. Now, things shouldn't be too slow or too fast. So that's also a very practical consideration. So what do I mean by too slow or too slow? Too slow is not good at all. Too slow usually means um, too slow, too slow or blocked, right? So a block, that's the solid station of you using solid plus solid. Solid
Oh,
plus solid is going to give you a lot of trouble, powder plus powder. First of all, they are very slow. Secondly, they coat each other and stop the reaction. So you don't do it. Too slow.
yeah.
Okay. So sometimes you may want to heat things up sometimes or plus heat lah, just to solve the slowing problem, sometimes stirring. Okay. You don't want a reaction which is too slow. That's not okay on paper. Now,
Mm.
too fast. Too fast means dangerous. Now,
Dan
this basically means you don't use group 1 metals. You'll see how this plays out later on. Okay. That's it. Convenience, no contamination, not too slow, not too fast.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now, these are all the theory. You still cannot do the question, but you will find that doing the question now makes sense. Okay. Now, the
Mm.
question is, do you have questions to practice?
I have an assignment regarding salt and bases.
Would you like to, 4 minutes. Would you like to look at that, or would you like to talk about binomial? What do you want?
I think we can talk about binomials a bit.
All right. Now, for your information, Joel, I'm asking all my Sec 4 students, consider 2 hours. It's not, 1 hour is not going to work. I am helping you guys for 2 subjects and more because they kind of builds up your advantage. But 1.5 hour cannot, but it's something that we talk about maybe for next month. Make sense? Okay.
Mm.
How does
Yeah.
2 hour work? Should it 1 hour every day? That might be better. Blah, blah, blah. We talk about it.
Yeah. I think 1 hour would definitely be better.
Better. And I will agree with that for most people. That should be the case. That will be the advantage of online questions, online tuitions. You can actually break things down. Okay.
Yes.
Right, good. Now, let's just talk about binomial simply. You may just want to send me a question immediately. Now, Tristan, are you stuck?
No. No.
Okay. Hmm.
Let me.
Right. You're using the division door. Okay, great, great. Works out fine. Now, Tristan, time is almost up, right?
Yeah.
I want you to maybe put a post-it or something. It's a special note for you for, I don't know, the day before exam. The special note works like this, right? When doring times or divide minus, the sign flip, correct?
Mm-hmm.
This is something that you have understood today, but it is very difficult to get it to our habit.
Oh.
After a while, you'll forget about it one, and it's not your fault. It's still a weird thing. So that's why I'm asking you to make it into a physical special note, maybe a post-it or something. Write something to that effect so that you know, this is the thing to watch out this topic.
Okay. Okay.
Can you do that right now or later? That's up to you.
Maybe
What?
later. The
Okay.
poster is on the other room.
Yeah. Maybe on your chapter, maybe on your book, maybe on whatever. But you make that special note, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. For the rest, you're already doing very good techniques. So good for you.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, sorry, can you call it a day? My brain's a bit
Yeah.
fried.
Yeah, right already. Yeah. We are very fast. We're covering a lot of new things. So I guess we can agree 1 hour, 1 hour is better. Let's just talk more about it throughout the WhatsApp.
Yes, cause
Mm-hmm.
normally I'm quite normally I don't eat lunch at like 6.
Oh
So
my goodness. And you haven't had any dinner, right?
wait, yeah, correct. Yeah,
Yeah,
correct.
totally understand. Even if I ask you to add dinner right now, you still cannot. You have to write many things. Go. Okay. Hungry people cannot think. I will see you next week. We'll discuss using WhatsApp.
Okay, thanks, sir. Bye.
Bye. Okay. Tristan, how about you? You okay?
Yeah. I also very tired.
Yes. Now, Tristan, for you, I don't think you need 2 hours. I think 1.5 hour is more than enough.
Yeah.
If you add
Okay.
on science, that's a different matter, but that's something we go on and think about.
Okay.
Good job for a while, Tristan. For now, very good, very good, very good. Massage. All the best. Sleep well.
Okay. Bye bye.
See you. Bye.